Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there on 3rd and long. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this is Sermon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second and 8 coming up. And now they'll throw with Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now Lance.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here's Sermon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Sermon,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Second and 11. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll set up a throw. Throw right side complete to Carter. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Coming left is Kamara. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
Breaks through the contact, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Sermon.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's got this down to the 35.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, Sermon.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Throwing now is Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top. It gives you a chance to go make a play.
A big play there.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Kamara.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second and 6. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Buying time to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So this, CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this, right? Who can get me not just through this game, but through the rest of the season? And he looks to his veterans. They've been around the team. They can guide everyone and let them know the importance of winning this one. But also, how do we attack what's left in the season and get us ready for what we hope is going to be some postseason play?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Runs over him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Back to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nick Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Sermon.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And Lance going to throw.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Lance. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Lance now on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Dancing to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Now they can't bring him down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the gun, it's Lance. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Steps away to his left. Got a man, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Lance. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now look at him go. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play,
Everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Back to throw here. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. Rosas' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second and very short, Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Forced out to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, Throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Here they come. 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Lance looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle. With the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe.